FiveAA Mornings with Matthew Pantelis.
27 to 10 on 5AA. The Times has got hold of some photos, which are on page 3 today of the newspaper, about rats running amok in the Rebel store in Rundle Mall. I don't reckon Rebel will be alone in this. They wouldn't be an orphan. Rats are everywhere. Mice and rats. I was parked in a side street in the city, just a small street, narrow street, some houses on it, some businesses. And it was about 4 in the afternoon, and out of a drain pipe in the gutter, it's what it is. It, lets water down from the building across there. Out came a rat, happily sat in the middle of the road chewing on something until some people started. They were about probably 5 metres from it when it decided it needed to move and darted to the other side and disappeared up another drain pipe or an exit for water from another building. And came back and went back the other way a few minutes later. Unbelievable. I took video of it. They are everywhere. It doesn't have to be in the city. It's out in the suburbs as well. Werner Luck, Care Pest Control. Morning, Werner.
Morning, Matthew. How are you, man?
Very well, thank you. They are everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, we're in the midst of the surge here in Adelaide at the moment, unfortunately. And yeah, it's being crazy at the moment.
So what's caused that? Is it all the rain?
It's not only rain, but it has to do mainly with food supply for them, food sources. They are very simple creatures. They only need harbourage area, food and water. And obviously in the city, because of all the restaurants and so, they have plenty of food sources. And once they have those things, life is great. Let's make a family. The problem is the numbers. So only 2 rats can become over 2.8 thousand in one single year. So that's the main issue at the moment.
My goodness. If you walk around the city and you're observant of what's around, you see the little boxes on the ground next to buildings with a little hole in them, which is obviously a rat trap or a mouse trap, isn't it? Once they get in that, they can't get back out.
They are usually not a rat trap. People usually think that. They are only bait station, which has usually a metal rod holding the baits inside. So the thinking is, rats will go inside, feed from those baits, go back to the nest, tell their mates. All of them will have a chow at it, and that's how we hopefully control the colony.
Okay.
But it's not a trap.
Right, got it. So it must work, obviously, because they do seem to be everywhere, these little black plastic boxes.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, it's the best tool we have at the moment to deal with the rodents, but there are so many variables. Rats have been around for, a long time, and they're very intelligent, and they have all their own mechanism to defend themselves. So, unfortunately, it's not doing its job at the moment because you need a more holistic view on the matter. You need to think about proofing up. You need to think about blocking their access to food source, as I mentioned as well. That's why proofing is such a big part of the rodent treatment.
Okay. And that's, as you said, hard to do in the city. So many restaurants everywhere. Almost every corner has a cafe. So they are feeding well, no doubt.
Yeah, and you just point out one of the main issues, actually, because once you have so many different players, you would have the random mall administration people, you would have individual business owners. So in an ideal world, and to get this sorted out, you would need all of them together in one consistent managing plan, or else everyone is trying to do the best they can, but in real life, it will turn matters even worse because rats, they are neophobic, so they are afraid of new things. So one store will do one thing, they will just only move to the next spot. And then the next spot, in a month later, will get a pest controller and doing something different. They will only move to the first spot back again. So everyone has to come together in a single managing plan. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So almost the council then needs to lead this, doesn't it, and put in one style of method in place?
Well, council, rendezvous management, business owners, we have all to get together in the same desk, in the same plan, and having one strategy plan and, being implemented, because otherwise you won't get the results you want.
Yeah. All right. For people listening just at home, have their own pest problem to deal with, what's the best advice in looking after your property in terms of rodents?
Yeah, the best thing, it's avoiding them having access to food sources. Proofing up, it's a big thing, not just for my business, but for everyone else wanting to eradicate the issue. Because if you block them from accessing the property, man, that's non-chemical, that's less chemical in the environment, and you're proofing up basically for the long term. But unfortunately, proofing up, it's tricky to get 100%. So then you get the baiting in place to control their numbers. Mm-hmm. And the big thing is prevention. If you leave them to be, their numbers explode, and then you have a matter of, hundreds to deal with instead of a few dozens.
Yeah, that's unreal. I know, for instance, and no one can control this because how would you, but double brick homes, for instance, older homes around Adelaide, they love living in the cavity between the walls.
Yeah, well, actually, people think that it's a matter of liking or such, but during winter time, rodents in general, they die with the cold weather. So they must find a harbourage in place in a roof void or a wall cavity, but they're looking for warmth just to withstand the winter. And that's a very powerful drive because it's an instinct level drive.
Yeah, for sure. So like all of us, we want shelter and warmth. So, okay, that's interesting to know. But, I suppose if you see them, what should they do? Call a pest controller?
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. We've been doing lots of rodent jobs in this winter. As I mentioned, it's a surge, so we've been doing, around 20 jobs a week. Okay. And the sooner the better. I'm having a lot of new clients coming my way just for the prevention side of it. So before you have anything, closing entries from pipe works to weep holes and that such, and things like that. And prevention is the big name when you're talking about rodents.
All right. Werner, appreciate your time this morning. Good luck in the battle against the rat population. Thank you.
No worries, man. My pleasure. Have a good one.
You too.